Welcome to another Telltale Books video. I'm Greg. I'm continuing my coverage of the June 2004 issue of Asimov Science Fiction magazine, which I went back to because of May-June 2025 having stories that were related to an earlier issue, which had stories related to an earlier issue, which had it all led me back to this. And this is where there's nothing in here that has anything older that is related to anything in here. So this one was a safe one to stop and read. And it just so happens this issue has a short story by Neal Asher, who I've been wanting to start a complete read-through, reading everything I can get my hands on in order of publication. And so, of course, I'm going out of order with this one. But it's a convenient place to just say, okay, let's do it. Since I haven't started my Neal Asher series, let's do it with this one, since it's in this issue of Asimov's. And it also happens to be on my bibliography of Neal Asher. I've got this at number 50. And of course, if you're not familiar with Neal Asher, he writes a lot of hard science fiction, a lot of space opera, very interesting stuff. His main body of work involves what is called the polity universe. It's a universe where humans are enhanced with AI kind of attachments to make them kind of like cyborgs really. But they humans have their own brain, their own natural brain, but they also have this AI brain that talks to them. I've only read one story from this that was in a 2020 issue of Analog, and was blown away by it. I really loved it. I did do a review here on the channel. It's somewhere back, but that story, the strength of that story is what made me want to do a deep dive into Neal Asher's work. So I've come across this story, his 50th published story by my bibliography. And in this story, you have Neal, who escapes from Croven and his gang. But they pursue her. Neal is female. She comes across the veteran who helps her fend off Croven's gang. Croven is taken over by a machine, and he fights the veteran. That is such a lame synopsis of it. It's a cool story, and the battle is very well told. It does, one thing that does come across in my synopsis is that this does feel like an incident of a larger story, like there's more to this that's missing. And this is not part of his polity universe that I can tell. It's a standalone short story, but it feels more like part of a story. And he forgot to give us the beginning and ending, and we just get this chunk of the middle, this one incident in the middle. That makes it a kind of an odd story to read. It's enjoyable, and like I say, it's a cool story, and the tech here and what we get of the universe is really fascinating, but I just was left needing more. I love short stories, but a short story needs to be self-contained. If you get to the end of the short story and you just have nothing but questions about who are these people, what's going on, why are they in this place, those kinds of questions, then it's failed as a short story, which it is very difficult to write a short story being so compact. It's very, very difficult to put in all the details that you need to get it to be a complete and powerful statement. A lot of the short stories that I've been reading in the 1950s are excellent examples of how to do a short story right. That kind of Twilight Zone thing with the twist ending where, you really don't need anything more. You got everything you need from that short story. This one doesn't quite do that, but it's not a terrible story. I just, it's not nearly as good as the other Neal Asher story, whose title is escaping me at the moment. That story was amazing. This story, mm, not so much. So, have you ever read The Veteran? If so, leave your comments in the comments section. I'd like to hear what you think of it. If you agree, disagree, whatever, it's okay. Put your comments in. I want to hear it. And come on back. There's definitely going to be a lot more Neal Asher to come. He's written a lot of stuff, and I have been. There's so much of his older work that I don't have yet, but I have been buying any new books he's been publishing. So I got like everything that he's published for the last 2 years, and now I need to go and get his back catalog so I can start my project. But number 50 is crossed off the list. It's done. It's in the bag. It's in the can. It's on YouTube. You guys are watching it and learning, hopefully. But leave your comments. Come back for more Neal Asher and everything else I do, including one more story, Men Are Trouble by James Patrick Kelly, that comes from the June 2004 issue of Asimov's. I got to do that, and then I can put the June 2004 issue to bed and move on to the next one in this rabbit hole, trying to dig my way back to the surface, the May-June 2025 issue, which is now already past tense. They were already releasing the July-August issue. I haven't received mine yet, but it's supposed to be on its way. So, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come and watch me and all this stuff and all the rest of what we do here. And I hope you'll be seeing me.